What's up? What's up, kings and queens? Kings and queens on my YouTube. Kings and queen, you know. Oh, damn. Yeah, scope out the sun, first of all. It's your boy Kings. Nice, you know, sun's not really out, but, it usually comes out when I start speaking and rambling about my subjects, my daily subjects, you feel me? You feel me? Oh, wow, dude. There you go. Look, right when I said it, the sun came out. Check it out. Check it out. Burning bright. Got the Matrix going on right behind me. Kings and queens of Earth. Of the web world. Of the world of the Websters. All right. So today, we're going to do this. Well, I'm going to do this little thing where I'll just speak about just random ass concepts that just jump in my head about life, different perspectives like I take on life, and just basically what helps me kind of laugh about what's really going on and kind of laugh about what I believe is the truth and just laugh at it and, joyfully accept it instead of spamming out and just always telling people, oh, we're all fucked and we all been manipulated and shit like that. So I do this basically just to, just to keep myself entertained, basically. Just to remind myself that I know my truth, and I look at the world in a special way, just like we all do, So this is what that's about. I put a 00 on it because 0 is actually a number. I think 0 is the most important number because that's the one most people forget about. And a cool concept that I use, and that's gonna bring me to the first little concept that I basically like, a personal concept that I basically use, and I use to benefit myself and to stay motivated and focused on what I'm doing and what I believe in and what I'm going to deliver. And that's everything must be nothing in order to be something. I use that. That's that Egyptian coding shit that I was talking about. I talk about it in all my old videos, but I read this book called The Book of Thoth, and it basically speaks about how words are not really needed. How, it's like a riddled book. It talks about how everything's kind of manipulated, so we must rearrange everything in order to digest it, and or in order to bring out the light within it, because everything is in dark, but it serves light. It's everything is. We all go through the dark in order to serve the light, or like we go through the dark to and ascend into the light again. We do it over and over, just like sleeping for energy and stuff. And it's a whole bunch of other different concepts you could put that in and everything. But yeah, basically, I look at I say, if you can't make it nothing, then if you can't think nothing of something, then you need more time with it, because nothing, like, basically I use like the opposite things, and they basically say like everything's basically opposite, so like in order to mean something you have to mean nothing, you know what I mean? That's just one concept. So I say like it's really a like it's just like a concept. Like I basically say, like I look at life like a round table. You know, like I look at us all as kings and stuff, and royalty, and the people you choose to sit down at your round table. You got to choose wisely. You got to choose them wisely because my rule of the round table is that the table's always turned. So like I look at it in opposites. I look at it and like we must put everything that we can accept and accept to give and accept to take or to receive from all others that we allow at our round table. So like that's just like so I basically that's how I use like karma basically. So like when you make something so much or like or don't respect something to give it the credit that it deserves, basically it comes back. It's gonna come back in that same way how in the way that you don't even comprehend it. But you'll comprehend it later and be wondering why you're going through all the like bad feelings and stuff, but it's only because you couldn't accept being on the other side at first. So like it's fucked up. That's like a weird ass way, like how I look at life. Like that's just it's just opposite. I believe like a neutral. You must look at things with a neutral so you can understand its opposite. So don't say an opposite or don't make something so firm and so strong unless you could say unless you could bring out the same type of the same type of result uh, by switching around the words or by basically saying the opposite. Like basically like that Egyptian thing that I was saying is like the reason why I think of a lot of things in a weird way, like it's a riddled book, first of all. Like if you guys ever look up the Book of Thoth, you guys know exactly why the fuck like I started going crazy basically. But there's this line where it says, he who talks does not know, and he who knows does not talk. You know what I mean? Like that's a big concept they go by. Or that that's like it's a big thing in that's like a message the book delivers. And I kind of just use it as if I use it in a lot of different things that I try to accept or comprehend or, think about, which is basically like that. Like nothing is everything, you know? That's how I think of it. Like, so nothing is actually everything, really. And that's true because, like, just break it down in a way that you could kind of piece, like, if, like, there's nothing, so there's nothing going to stop me in the way of everything, of anything, you know? That's just kind of how, like, I break it down and reword it until I say it. Because they say, from nothing to something. Well, I think it's from nothing to everything. Because really, honestly, all of the other things going on that we are from or that we basically have to deal with are they create obstacles and it makes you always forget the first plans you have and first concepts, first belief system, first faith you have and everything. So like I look at life as a concept that you must clear everything up in order to see progression. So like that's why I think that 0 is a very important number. It's the circle of life, people. It's circle. It's the circle. Everything's circular. It's very important. 0 is very important. That's why you get a digit, and then the zeros that follow the digit basically determines the value of that digit if it is not 0. So like it's like a weird system we run on. It's our I feel like it's our that's just our natural instinct, like our spirit's instinct is just to keep it's infinite. Just keep circling. Spirit won't ever die. Spirit probably could get confused, get trapped, get slowed down or something, but I don't think it could die. Probably get stuck in a dimension or some weird shit. I don't think it could die though. I think the spirit is forever. So that's one concept. I could talk about like a million concepts, to be honest. I think that would be the only one for today though. Like opposites actually, like that's my concept. I view life on opposites. On like I see life as as uh as as a song, basically a song set up with opposites, and they must and unless you find harmony, you don't construct the song. It's just destructive. Yeah, that's one good view of life, like nothing to something or nothing to everything. Because if nothing can be anything, that means it could be everything. Like, that's why that saying one to another. One to another. That's about it. That's about it. Not something to another, no. Something is anything, honestly. Something is like nothing. Maybe, maybe not, but I don't know. Something isn't everything, it's one thing. So you can't, I believe that other people's views don't matter and shit. But you know, yeah, that's about that. I could just keep going on forever, but there's a reason why I'm doing these type of videos. I'm gonna do like a whole series of these, like 00. Next one will be 01, and so forth. Like, because our concepts and our outlook on life and how we view life and what we think life can be compared to, or what we think the meaning of life is, it can always change. It constantly changes, one, especially with the more knowledge we start gaining. That's what I'm starting to learn. So, with that being said, how about you guys, do the same? Come up with some like personal concepts of how you think life works, share with your friends, comment. Comment it. What do you think life is, y'all? We are all life, but then you can't, I don't think life will start working in your favor until you could clear the board. This is one saying I basically came up with it like over time as I was going through shit and stuff, but there is no progression without organization. So I wish y'all the best, my kings and queens of earth. Yes, love y'all. And as always,